Check out carmarshal.com. The link is in the description. They help support us.
NBC 10 has new information on how a man who was shot and killed by police had passed. Tonight, family members and witnesses have a lot of questions about what led up to the death of Dennis Plowden. NBC 10's Aaron Baskerville spoke exclusively to the victim's father and his wife. He joins us live from the scene of that shooting in East Germantown. Aaron.
Yeah, Keith, right now we're near Opal and Nidro in East Germantown. This is where it all went down. If you look over there, you can see some of the car parts left behind from where the car slammed up over here. Also, by the fence, you can see some of the caution tape left behind from last night. We've been out here for several hours. We've been talking to a whole bunch of witnesses. Many did not want to go on camera, but they tell me that they heard police yelling commands, also hearing that suspect say he was hurt.
When he got out the car, he was hurt, so he fell.
Dennis Plowden Sr. is trying to make sense of last night. His son with the same name was shot to death by a Philadelphia police officer in East Germantown. Surveillance video shows officers rushing to the scene. Investigators say the 25-year-old initially drove away from plainclothes officers during a traffic stop. They say the car he was driving was wanted in connection to a homicide.
This blood on this ground like this?
His wife tells NBC 10 she was at the hospital last night and claims doctors told her he was shot more than once.
Why did you shoot this man in his head? And he was unarmed, he was not dangerous.
According to investigators, Plowden tried running over an officer, slamming into his passenger side door and injuring him. They say as he was driving away, he knocked into other cars. Photos show the damage along Nidro, with at least 3 vehicles caught in the mix. We're told the father of 2 then tried running away.
After repeated commands by the plainclothes officer to show his hands, he makes a furtive, abrupt movement. An officer fires one shot, striking the male in the head.
They say he was sitting on the sidewalk when he was shot.
The last shot, he tried to block it, went through his hand and into his head.
His father tells me that Plowden was actually on his way over to his mother's house to bring her shoes. Before that traffic stop, there was a woman also in his car. She suffered minor injuries. Police say it's early on in this investigation, so more information will most likely come out. For now, we're live in East Germantown. Aaron Baskerville, NBC 10 News.
Family horrified as unarmed father shot in the head, killed by plainclothes cops. A police officer in plainclothes chased a man in an unmarked car, and then shot and killed him when he claimed the man had his hand in his pocket. By Rachel Blevins, January 2, 2018. Philadelphia, community members are searching for answers after an unarmed man was shot and killed by 2 police officers in an unmarked car who are claiming that they opened fire because he had his hand in his pocket. The incident started around 8:30 p.m. on December 27 when officers claimed they spotted a 2013 Hyundai that was wanted in connection with a homicide investigation, according to a report from NBC Philadelphia. The officers pulled over Dennis Plowden, 25, who was driving the vehicle with a female passenger in the front seat. During a press conference, First Deputy Commissioner Myron Patterson said that when the 2 officers, who were wearing plainclothes, got out of their unmarked car, Plowden accelerated the Hyundai, striking the police car and contacting the officer. The officer who was hit by Plowden was identified as Officer Eric Rutch, a 9-year veteran of the Philadelphia Police. He proceeded to follow the car, even after he said he was struck by it. Advertisement. Police claimed that Plowden then went on to plow the Hyundai into 2 other parked cars before he got out of the car and tried to run away. A report from WPVI-TV claimed that when Plowden exited the car, he had his hand in his pocket. While other officers arrived at the scene who were in uniform, Rutch was the one who gave repeated commands for the man to show his hands and then opened fire when he claimed Plowden did not comply. Rutch struck Plowden in the head, and he was pronounced dead several hours later at a hospital. Read more. Public records request fail. Florida Leos think the Sunshine Law is optional. Investigators have determined that while the vehicle may have been connected to that December 21 homicide, Plowden himself was not, WPVI-TV noted, confirming that Plowden was not armed at the time of the incident. Police claimed that the female passenger in the vehicle suffered minor injuries, and confirmed that the officer-involved shootings investigations unit is now handling the case. "We want to assure a very objective, transparent, and comprehensive investigation is conducted," Patterson said. Plowden left behind a wife, a 6-month-old son, and 2 stepdaughters. Tanya Bond told NBC Philadelphia that she does not understand why her husband was killed by police. "Why did you shoot this man in his head? He was unarmed. He was not dangerous," she said. Plowden's grandmother, Stacy McCoy, told the Philadelphia Inquirer that Dennis is her second grandson who has been murdered in the last 2 years. His brother Daryl was shot and killed in August 2016 at the age of 20. His homicide is still unsolved. McCoy said she also does not understand why police shot and killed Dennis Plowden. "He was unarmed," she said. "They shot him like a goddamn dog. They could have stun-gunned him. They didn't have to do a kill shot. They murdered my grandson like all the other black kids out here," McCoy said. "I want justice for my grandson. The officers need to be charged with something. They didn't have to shoot my grandson in the head. They just killed another little black kid, unarmed. That's the way I see it. It's horrible." Police have yet to release body or dash camera footage from the incident. Plowden, who had no warrants at the time of the initial stop, is survived by his wife and 6-month-old son. The family has set up a GoFundMe account to raise money for the funeral.
County, this is Charlotte County Cop Watch, and I wanted to explain what fair use is. You can use pieces of news articles if you're doing it for news reporting, you have commentary, and you're doing it for education purposes. So that's what fair use is, as you can see right here. Another reason why I wanted to make this video is to let you know I have just joined with Patreon. A nice thing with Patreon, I make no money on YouTube. They took the money away years ago, and so this is another way to give, and it's a nice thing too because you can give monthly. You can give $1, $5, $10, whatever. I do 4 to 5 hours a day on trying to wake the sheeple up on how corrupt it is and different ways that you can fight the corruption. So Patreon is a way that you can do it, and then of course the old way is still there. Donate to Sheriff County Cop Watch with PayPal or credit card. So keep that in mind. 4 to 5 hours a day. I make no money, but the corruption happened to me and I'm sick of it, so I'm trying to wake people up. But my wife would love it if if we could get some help out there. There's 47,000 subscribers. Just think if each one of you subscribers just gave let's say actually yes, $1 a month. 47,000 subscribers gave $1 a month. That would be awesome. That's not going to happen. But anyways, that would be great if it did happen. But do the math in your head. Just think about it. Like I said, 4 to 5 hours a day. I get no money from YouTube. YouTube has gone nuts. You can't do anything anymore. They're taking the money away everywhere. So these are a couple different ways that you can still help out with all this time that I put in. And as you know, I'm in a special situation where, at least I can do it. 4 to 5 hours a day. We have a cleaning company during the day. That's what allows me to do this, and we're debt-free. So this is my hobby. I don't go fishing and all that other crap. I try to save the world. So help me out to make the wife happy, man. In fact, if you guys did give $1 a day, and there was 47,000 of you, and you did it, and each of you gave $1, and that was every month, oh my God, yes, I could quit. I could start suing them. Another idea too that we have is, if I got some funds, we could actually contact everyone that has been ticketed and or arrested and put in jail and start sending them postcards to let them know we're here, and to see if everything went all right, and if it didn't, find out their story. So we could even do more investigations and more lawsuits. Lawsuits take money. So just think about that. 47,000 of you so far right now. $1 a day. I mean, $1 a month on Patreon or $5 a month on Patreon, 10, 20, whatever. Just do the math in your head, help out. This is a lot of work every single day. Thanks.